So I just got back from the Tokyo Boom to shoot a little promo video for the Queer Art Market, which is on March 3rd. And while I was there, I got a call that this package had arrived for me. So let's open it. This is the display boards for... I'm sure that was all lovely sound for you. Yes, the display boards for my new pin collection, which I'm gonna show you once I put them on the board themselves. Let's do a little bit of an unboxing. Normally they send them super unprotected, so I'm happy that they're kind of like wrapped around and around and around well. Okay, they look good. This is the design. It just says enamel pins on the top, and then we have different colored borders for the different pins, because some of them are absolutely massive and some of them are a lot smaller. So I have like this size category, the collar pins, which come with a chain as a set, and then the mini pins, which are the small Torii gates with the circles, which are 25 millimeters. It's the smallest pin size. The biggest pin size is like 68 millimeters, so it's more than twice as big. So yeah, this is the new board, and this space is here for the price sign. And the reason why I didn't print it on the board itself is that if I have a convention in a different country that has a different currency, or I decide to change something about my price structure, or I want to have a sale, I can just change a little sign that goes here, and I don't have 5 of these boards that are ready. I also didn't want to add price signs because I offer these in my wholesale catalog if companies want to order my pins in bulk to sell them in their stores. They can get a board like this with their order to display the pins, to have better sales for them. So I don't want kind of like my price signs if they want to have their own price structure, but it does have my logo at the bottom, my current logo. I am thinking about changing it. I've had this for a while now and I want something a bit more like designed and unique. This is, I mean, it's very chic. It's a very fat slab serif. I like the font, but it's not jumping out as special. I do have it with my icons, which is on the promo post for the art market. So yeah, I have this. Now I need to look for the pins because I know I have one of each at this apartment and not in the studio, but I couldn't find them earlier. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'm going to put them on and show you what that looks like. And then tomorrow I already need to head over to the Krakomat pop-up store to set up for the event, to make sure that everything is ready for Friday and Saturday. So 2 different pop-up events in one vlog. Yep, that's about it. See you in a bit. Here we are at Krakomat Cosmos in the 8th district, ready for our pop-up store. We just spent way too long trying to get the chalk marker to work for our little pop-up sign. Carrie did this side, mine is the one that is less visible and a bit more ugly. But it's also raining outside, so we don't need to worry about it. The sign will be gone in like an hour because of the rain, so it's fine, it's fine. They will both be gone, yes. Carrie is enjoying this little vlogging moment. But when you come in, I'll give you a quick tour of the space. So this is the view from the door. This, of course, will be outside. And then we have our shirts in all of the sizes, so from S to XL, and we kind of each have one, excuse me, on this side. And then In the center we have Carrie on this side and my stuff on this side, and then we each have parts of the wall as well. Here are Carrie's prints in big and small with keychains, but here are all of my socks, and the towers that are a bit higher are the ones where I have 2 different sizes. In the last vlog we did all of the packaging and we looked at the different colors I used and we did an unboxing there. We also have my holographic stickers where I need to still make a price sign. This is just me vlogging and remembering what I still need to do. We have our big stationery stale because I really want to get rid of these notepads and washi tape. I have way too much of it at home still and it's just taking up space. We have my little postcard stand, which I can move over just a little bit to make sure it can spin properly. We have my pins, we have my new pin board. I remember showing this off in my last vlog that the boards arrived, but now I put the pins on as well, and I think they look absolutely gorgeous. I of course forgot my price sign because I am well prepared. I have the A3 prints over here next to Carrie's, so we have our little wall to also hide the backstage area over there. We have even more shirts on the side. We also put them in the windows. And then over here I have my big pin board, my charm board, and then my A4 and A3 prints to flip through. On the back side we have Carrie's lovely chimes. Of course her Instagram is linked in the description. And then we have the socks over here as well, kind of mirroring mine. We have roughly the same amount of socks at the moment, so it kind of adds well and has a nice little focus in the middle. We also just got back from the supermarket to get some drinks and some snacks to make it more enticing for people to show up. I did bribe a few friends telling them there will be drinks, and now they are gonna come on Sunday. So we are opening in 15 minutes, and by opening I mean we're gonna unlock the door and see if anybody comes. I doubt they'll be here on a Friday at 10 a.m. I wouldn't, to be honest, but we are. We're gonna put on some music. We are ready. We are ready to rumble. So I hope I see you in a bit with some lovely news that we are sold out and I can go home. I doubt it, but a man can dream. That's it for the pop-up store at Krakomat. We had a really fun time. It is now Wednesday, so it's already 2 days after the last clip you saw. So we did Friday and Saturday, which were both really very different in the way they performed. Then on Monday you saw me kind of disassembling everything once again. And then I took a day of doing absolutely nothing, and now I'm filming a little wrap up while I also need to head back to the studio in a bit so that I can prepare what I'm gonna pack for the next event I have, which is the queer art market at Tokyo Boom, which I already mentioned in my last video as well. So how did the market go? We were open Friday and Saturday from 10 to 6, so 8-hour days each day, and the Friday was really quite slow. It only really started picking up late in the afternoon, so we could have kind of just chilled and probably just done Saturday. And then the Saturday itself was really the day that surprised me the most. It went really very well for an event where we did all of the marketing ourselves and we didn't announce it super long in advance, and I didn't invite a lot of people personally. I just kind of posted the TikTok and posted a reel and posted an Instagram story and then reminded people once, but it wasn't really as heavy as of a marketing campaign as I would do for other items or other events. And for that I did, just on a Saturday, with the same amount of open hours, I perform just as well as I would at any market or merch bazaar, at typical other one-day markets in Vienna. I earned more at our self-organized pop-up than I did at Vienna Comics last year, which was a 2-day event which had a lot of people come by and a lot of people come who wouldn't know me. This, of course, was all just people who somehow have heard of me or stumbled across. There were a few people who walked by in the street, although it's a very, very slow street. And then also on Friday it was raining, so there weren't a lot of people out and about either. But that was really quite a pleasant experience. Working with Neophobica is always great, and since we have such different styles but similar product types, I feel like that was a really good combination for the two of us to kind of invite people and then see the overlap. Some people got her socks and then also got some of mine, and then it was a bit of a mix. People did the 2 shirts for a €100 deal, and they picked one of hers and one of mine, and we kind of did the math afterwards about who gets what, because we all have our separate cash boxes and stuff. But yeah, that was the market. We probably will do it again, but not anytime soon, since I think we've kind of exhausted the amount of people who would come to an event, and the ones who did already did. So we might do it again in fall with our next shirt launch, if there will be another shirt launch in fall. That depends entirely on how well they continue to sell at the next event. I have hope. I got really good news actually this week as well, since yesterday I got an email both from HaroCon and from Animuk. HaroCon, they had sent out the artist confirmations a few days ago and I didn't get one, and I kind of emailed them being like, hi, will you still take me please? And it worked out, so I got a table there, and which is in Klagenfurt in Austria. It's a smaller event. It's been going on for a few years now. I've never been. I took part in their art competition when it was held during COVID online, and actually, yeah, I won that. I might have the picture somewhere. I think I drew. It was the 4 elements picture, which will be here or not. I'm very bad at watching these back when editing and figuring out what I said. But Animuk is the one I really wanted to get into. It's in Munich. It's been going on for absolute ages. I know a lot of people who said 10, 15 years ago that was their first anime convention. And I've always wanted to go. I've been signing up for, I think, the past 4 years now, every time I could, and I never got in. They have a jury, not a jury, they have a raffled system, so I was just always very unlucky. And last year I even signed up. It was the same weekend as Leipzig Book Fair, and I thought, since most people are going to Leipzig, most artists, I should get a spot, and then even then I didn't, even though I'd organized, if I get into both, for a friend to go to the other one. Now I'm just rambling. I'm excited that I got into Animuk and I got a waitlist table, because I was originally declined, and then I also didn't get a dealer booth after I didn't get an artist table, and now I got in through the waitlist, and I sent them all of the documents they need. So I hope I can see a bunch of you there if any one of you is attending or in the area. I heard it's a lovely con, but the tables are very, very small. Jumping from the pop-up where we had an entire store space to fill to conventions like Leipzig Book Fair or Dokumi, I have 6 square meters at in Leipzig and 12 square meters at Dokumi, which is gonna be crazy. That's so much space, and I'm really, really excited to see how well I can fill it all. But yeah, that's what I'm excited about most for now. That's enough rambling. I need to prepare the next pop-up event, and I will see you in a bit.
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around. Calling all you pretenders, you're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream. Everybody's singing along, it's okay, we'll all
that is a wrap on the Tokyo Boom queer art market. It was yesterday. I didn't really feel anything while dismantling because I was really, really very tired. I was up late partying a bit too much the night before, and I was happy that it ended at 5 and not any later. So I just threw everything in my bags and I put it all in my studio. And now I had a full night's sleep and I'm ready to wrap this up to make this video go out in like an hour or two. This is very live right now. So the art market was really cute and it was a lot better than I had initially expected. The last 2 markets I did at Tokyo Boom were organized by a different person and it was all very kind of messy and last minute and there wasn't a lot of promotion going into it. This time we filmed the little promo video which you saw at the beginning of this video, which was a lot of fun to do, and also I saw a lot of people who came up and said they saw the reel and thought they'd come by because they live not far away or they really wanted to see this person or that person. We were there with a few other artists. I'm gonna add their Instagrams here if I do not forget. I hope I have them all. It was really, really nice. And I had a very interesting setup. So I forgot some of the stuff that I would have needed for my usual setup in the 3rd suitcase, which is still at Krakomat from the pop-up that preceded this one. I need to text him today and see if I can pick up that suitcase. I just couldn't carry all 3 suitcases and the boxes at once. And so I also didn't have a table. As you saw in the clips, I was on like the stairs in the corner. So I kind of had to figure out a way to make it work. But since it wasn't a lot of artists, it was hard to get fully lost and people did come by and get some stuff. It started really, really strong. I had a very slow center, and then at the end we had a really big spike in sales as well. The shirts did quite well, although all in like extra small. So I hope I have enough extra small shirts for the next event because I think those are almost out and they didn't order that many. I didn't expect so many people to need like the smallest size. I have a lot of medium and large. And what also did really well, which surprised me, was the wallets and the washi tape, because at the normal kind of anime convention, Comic-Con type events, those don't sell as nicely. Each of us got like 1 free meal at Tokyo Boom, and I loved their drinks, so I spent a lot of the money that I earned back at Tokyo Boom to have some drinks. And if you're ever in the area, you should totally stop by, even if there's no event going on. It's a lovely vibe, and I like the place actually quite a lot. And I'm not being paid to say this, although if there's another art market anytime soon, do hit me up. Yeah, so I think that's about it for today's video. Next week is gonna be fun because it's my first actual convention of the year. I've done 2 pop-up markets now, like smaller one-day art markets in Vienna at places that aren't like typical cons. And next week I'm heading to Graz in Austria with the lovely Neophobica, who of course you've seen a lot in this video as well, for the Button Festival, which is a gaming event. It's not their first edition, but it's the first time I'm gonna be there. And I have 3 meters and I'm going by train, so I need to figure out how I can fit everything in this kind of space. So that's gonna be the big challenge. And since it's a gaming festival and not like a Comic-Con, I'm not sure how much of which type of item I need to bring, since I'm not sure what kind of the audience is like. But you're gonna hear more about that next week as I prepare for it. And until then, follow me on my other social medias. They will be down below, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.